What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about some general information going on in the markets, some really positive technical analysis from a pretty smart guy, and I want to talk about the growth of Ripple. But first off, this was from Cointelegraph just an hour ago. $280 billion wiped out of tech stock market cap as crypto is surging. Google fell 10% at a massive $180 billion wipeout. So if that doesn't tell you something's going on in the markets, I don't know what is, but it's good to see that crypto is remaining strong amidst the stock downturn. And I found this really interesting. What has changed in the last 30 years? Look at these different diseases and diagnoses in like bipolar, 10,000%. Chronic fatigue syndrome, didn't even know that was a thing. But something's going on in the world, and I'm not going to speculate on what, but kind of just an alarming graphic in my opinion. Look at what Ripple's doing right now, okay? Their base infrastructure is ready. The ODL corridors, they have hundreds of partners. Clients have already started using XRP or the XRP ledger, and give some examples. The ecosystem of developers is increasing, and this is a big one. The reason Ethereum is so successful is because it's the chosen platform for developers, but slowly and surely, people are realizing the XRP ledger provides a lot of benefits. For example, I was trying to send some Ethereum last night, and the transaction fees were really high. It was like $15 just to send some money. On the XRP ledger, it's pennies. The most important one, Ripple's winning the court case, and I have a little update on that as well from John Deaton, our favorite XRP lawyer. XRP ledger is being used by governments to build their CBDC platforms. Keep in mind, the XRP team or the Ripple team has created a private XRP ledger for CBDCs. With so much happening, Brad Garlinghouse has often said, Bitcoin ETF may drive the price up of Bitcoin. However, it's not solving a real problem. Bitcoin's white paper, Satoshi Nakamoto, said that he envisioned Bitcoin to be peer-to-peer payments. Do you know any Bitcoin maxis that are using it for peer-to-peer payments? No. It's this digital store of value, right? Digital gold. And maybe that narrative has longevity, but keep in mind that's not what Bitcoin was designed to do. And I think XRP solves the Bitcoin white paper in a lot better way than Bitcoin can do. A good thing here from John Deaton talking about remarkable growth. He says, even if you hate Ripple or XRP, you have to be impressed by what Ripple has accomplished during the last 3 years. I talk about this all the time. Not only did it grow its business almost tenfold during an extended brutal bear market, but it did so while under attack from the SEC during a time when many companies were downsizing, a testament to the resilience of Ripple. Deaton further pointed out that the legal hurdles Ripple faced were fueled by bias, conflicts of interest, and compromise within the SEC. We all understand that. Now here's a quick clip from Brad Garlinghouse, kind of further talking about the growth that Ripple's had.
Earlier today, we did a press release announcing we've now passed over 300 customers, and we continue to add 2 to 3 customers per week. We now reach 6 continents and have payout capabilities in 70 different countries. We're seeing growth 10x on a year-on-year basis. In fact, RippleNet did more transactions in October than we did in all of 2018.
I will start.
Over 300 customers, and they're growing on year-by-year basis tenfold. All right, that's absolutely crazy. That's like .com level of growth. 10x every year. That was back from 2019, so the numbers are even up from now. Really quick, guys, if you need a spot to get XRP, I recommend Uphold. Sleek, it's simple, it's secure. It's where I dollar cost average. You get my XRP and Flare daily. And if you guys want $41 for free, sign up with Webull, deposit 1 penny. You can get up to $3,000 in free stocks. Typically, you just get 40 to 300 bucks, but you're guaranteed 41 bucks free stocks just for signing up and depositing 1 penny. Free 41 bucks to get some more XRP. XRP Avengers, kind of what I was just saying about the growth. Ripple is always hiring more employees, getting new partnerships, creating new companies, buying existing companies. This is a big one. Talked about it previously, but Ripple is buying tons of crypto startups. I think they've invested over like $200 million in them. Helping adoption of XRP, helping the environment. That's a big thing right now. ESG investing that BlackRock is leading. If you don't know what ESG investing is, environmental, social, and governance, it's basically the climate change agenda, which I can make a whole video on climate change. My whole thing with climate change is answer this question, and maybe one of you guys has the answer to this question. I'm not a climate denier. The planet warms, the planet cools. But carbon dioxide, which creates the greenhouse effect, my question is, what percent of the carbon dioxide released is from humans? And I've never found the answer to that. A volcano could fart and put out a century of human carbon dioxide excretion. That's a big question for me. Fixing cross-border payments, making payments instant. How could you be bearish? So an update on the lawsuit. This came out last night from John Deaton. He said, as I said on Crypto Law US TV yesterday with attorney Jeremy Hogan, I do not believe there has been a single serious conversation regarding the settlement between Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson. The SEC is mad and embarrassed and wants $770 million worth of flesh. This is the settlement amount the SEC is asking for. What people need to understand is that the penalty phase is like a second case requiring more depositions, interrogatories, requests for production of documents, emails, bank statements, contracts, ODL transactions, etc. Ripple wants to drastically reduce the $700 million by trying to exclude ODL transactions, reduce salaries, expenses, and costs. The SEC sought $23 million from Library. This was another company. They run Odyssey. It's basically like a censorship for YouTube, and they lost their case to the SEC. It took 8 months of additional litigation before the judge ultimately issued a fine of $130K. So the SEC is asking for 23 mil. They only got 130K. Here they're asking Ripple for 700 mil. Probably not going to get it. Ripple has a much more robust legal team than Library. I don't expect a final judgment issued by Judge Torres till late summer at the earliest. So we're not out of the woods yet. We do need a final judgment still. Literally, it could take a full year before an appeal is filed in this case. If Coinbase wins their motion, I then believe the SEC will be forced to pivot its anti-crypto agenda and then work out a possible settlement with Ripple. If Coinbase loses, I predict no settlement. January 17, 2024 is the oral argument on the Coinbase motion, a ruling 60 to 120 days later. Until then, I think Ripple will spend tens of millions of dollars in legal fees fighting to greatly reduce 700 mil. If Library could reduce their 23 mil to 130K, you got to imagine that Ripple is definitely going to get this amount down. I would guess to maybe 10, 20 million, which for Ripple is chump change. So Crypto Bull right here gives us this technical analysis, and I have a video that I want to play after this, but if we repeat the same bull run that we did in 2017, 2018, that puts us at a price of $220. Now, 2017, the macroeconomic situation was way different. The money printer was going full burr, and market cap of XRP is higher now. And when an asset has a higher market cap, it requires more economic energy to go up in price. Now, on the flip side, if more people are using XRP, more institutions, more retail is getting into crypto, this could be the reality. Now, I know it sounds crazy right now, a $220 XRP. But that's only a 420x from current price levels. And a 420x is hard to come by. But in crypto, people get thousands of X's. It's very rare, but a 420x is not the craziest thing that I've ever mentioned. Now, take a listen to this technical analysis. This is from the Bearable Bull in Waters Above. I found it really interesting.
Backup phase. These are called SOSs and backup phases, signs of strength. So that would be putting Bitcoin into that same level I talked about earlier, somewhere in the golden pocket. Now, if that was to happen, I believe XRP will be back at the 70-cent range just off of that, brother. Like, I don't even care what happens with the news or SEC or the new CFO coming in. None of that shit matters. All it would take is just this move up, I think, into about the mid 40s for Bitcoin, and you'll see a 70-cent XRP again. And that would be great to see, because cleaning out that 54-cent resistance, that might be the last time it ever has to deal with that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I mean, it's been almost 500 days now of getting rejected and coming right back down to that level. So we all know, if you look back at how XRP behaved in, 2014 through 2016, I believe, it had a super long-term sideways consolidation as well. I could pull that chart up for a moment if you'd like, so I could show people the visual.
And that's, again, that's another
I love going back to that chart, by the way.
That's another person that I've heard compare what's going on now to that time frame too, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, just look at how long and shitty this was. This is so long. The sideways move was fucking 700 days.
Yeah.
Like people disregard this cycle, and I think that hurts a lot of specifically people that are into XRP. So with the way I teach, I always go back to this particular chart to be more helpful, because it was a full cycle for XRP. Technically, we're looking at 1400 days. So that's 4 years, right? That is the 4-year cycle that it had. And then it had this kind of double pump, which I do kind of feel is possible again. It won't be as dramatic as this and won't be as much gains, but absolutely in the cards. And
like I was saying, 400-day sideways period before XRP broke out in 2017. And now we've been going sideways. I know it feels like a long time, but in the investment world, 4 years really isn't that long. And like what he was just saying, we had a double pump and XRP went up like 60,000%. The gains won't be as high the second time around. If you look at Bitcoin, every bull run, it gains less and less and less, because like I was saying about market cap, the more money in an asset, the more extra money pump it up. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you made it to the end of the video, comment chart in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. If not, hit the down like button. But when you hit the like button, it gives me feedback, lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and a prayer for everyone in Maine. Yet another mass, I don't want to say that word, shoot. Yeah, so prayers for everyone in Maine. Take care of yourselves, guys.